How African athletes have shaped the global athletics industry. When it comes to athletics, Africa has produced some of the greatest athletes the world has ever seen. From middle distance runners to sprinters and long jumpers, African athletes have left their mark on the global athletics industry. Not only have they broken records and won countless medals, but they have also inspired a generation of young people to take up sports and pursue their dreams. In this article, we will take a closer look at how African athletes have shaped the global athletics industry. The rise of African athletics. African athletes have been making waves in the world of athletics for decades. In the 1960s, African runners began to dominate the middle distance events at major competitions, such as the Olympics and World Championships. This trend continued into the 1970s and 1980s, as African athletes began to excel in the long-distance events as well. Today, Africa is known for producing some of the best distance runners in the world, including the likes of Kenenisa Bekele, Haile Gebrselassie, and Tirunesh Dibaba. One of the reasons for the rise of African athletics is the continent's unique training environment. Many African athletes train at high altitude, which has been shown to improve endurance and performance. Additionally, many African athletes come from rural areas where they have to run long distances just to get to school or work. This has helped them develop the stamina and mental toughness needed to excel in long-distance events. African athletes in the global spotlight. Over the years, African athletes have become household names in the world of athletics. From Wilson Kipketer to Hicham El Guerrouj, African middle-distance runners have set records and won medals at major competitions around the world. In the sprints, African athletes like Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, and Elaine Thompson have dominated the scene in recent years. Outside of track and field, African athletes have also made their mark in sports like soccer and basketball. Didier Drogba, a former Ivorian soccer player, is one of the most successful African athletes of all time. He won multiple league titles with Chelsea FC and helped Ivory Coast reach the final of the Africa Cup of Nations in 2006 and 2012. Challenges facing African athletes. Despite their success on the track and in other sports, African athletes face a number of challenges. Many athletes come from poor backgrounds and struggle to get the financial support they need to train.